Yo guys, what is good? Let me know if you guys can hear me, and welcome. Let a few people join in before we get started. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And if you guys are in and hanging out already, let me know what you guys were up to this weekend. And welcome back, guys, to another week. It's Monday. It's Micro Mondays, guys. You already know what time it is. The spot to be for your latest updates on everything micro RC related and a little bit of extra news, topics, and hangouts involving the micro RC community, guys. So, with that being said, hope you guys had a great weekend, and let's get this show started. Right. What is good, homies? Yes, sir. Building that workshop. There you go. Shout out if you guys have the Scale Garage going strong. Dollar Crawler, Walk Crawler, Chance RC, RC Man 920, Northeast Crawls. Dirt McGirt, of course, is in here. That's right. Jaw Redneck, what's good, brother? GG Green. Hey, glad everybody is hanging out already. Gonna go ahead and send the invite over to Mark, our co-host, of course. And with that being said, seems like we should be hopefully good to go tonight with our screens. While I catch up with the comments, sickest community out there. Yes, that's what I definitely agree with you, brother. You got a big comp crawl in the backyard, 120 feet of nonstop crawling. Damn, KH Erison, that sounds pretty bomb. Yo, Tiny Trucks in the house. Hood Whiz RC, Black and Yellow, yo. Milk Tea, what's good, brother? We will be hanging out later tonight, actually, guys, with Milk Tea RC, so hang out with us. Do not want to miss out. Yo, SCX, what's the best SCX portal trans? Portal trans, interesting. I don't know, maybe something like a hard park transmission. Said Mark got invited, but maybe no go. Let me try and get him in again. Let's see. Always a battle sometimes. Let's see what we can do about that. Come on, Mark. Portal axles or portal transmission? Sorry. Portal axles. I mean, I like the Trio ones. Can't beat those. If you want a little bit lighter setup, definitely consider checking out the Mias ones. Let's see if me and Mark got some connection issues going on. And same thing with this camera too. All right, Mark, gonna get you in, bro. It says unable to join. It's okay. We'll try again right now. All right, sent one more time, brother. The Maz portals, huh?
There we go.
Mark, in the house. Can you see me, homie?
I can. Can you see me?
No, not this time.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. It's either you or me, right?
Apparently.
Oh well, but you're in here, so let's
That'll
get
be a
it
start.
going. I know, right? First of all, how's it going, bro?
Awesome. See that beauty gray and green rig gears front and center.
Oh yeah, This thing, you guys can see it pretty good. Right here is in the center.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah, this one actually, I haven't gotten to drive the TRX4M in a minute, and this one is actually the Mias Racing uh,
Oh, wow.
LCG one. So it's still the tried and true old school chassis that I have from Mias Racing. If you guys remember this one, showed it off last year briefly. Haven't got too much runtime with it, but
Weird.
has of course like the NSDRC RS100, and I actually threw in the PN Racing 90 turn little stubby 130 size versus a 180 mark that they normally come with,
Yep.
and 3S powered and all that. Yeah, and this thing is fun. Have you driven your TRX Forum lately?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, right.
I have a
Definitely.
build going that I kind of stalled out on.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that I didn't want to continue. It's just there was so much SCX 24 stuff going on, like all the Athos builds, and you can't see my screen, but I got the J series flub.
Ooh,
Still
you
working
already
on my
got the J series, huh?
710. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it.
Nice.
I, I got the single cab with half doors and square headlights in there right now, but he sent all three versions and tube doors.
Ooh.
I'm gonna swap those out. Pretty cool. It's clean, super clean.
Yeah, that does sound pretty sick. I'm waiting patiently for the J series setup. I'm also got one of those on order. I actually went out to take out this truck to meet up at a SoCal meetup this past weekend, hosted by like OCC, RC, and FJRC Cruiser. They actually had a little SoCal meetup um, at a local beach area in the OC, and it's probably like one of the funnest places to get together with your homies and drive the micro trucks, because literally there's lines for days and days. You almost need to spend the whole day there to get the whole experience and find lines that is pretty dope. But coming back to the TRX4M, I actually just threw this little body together from Flub, kind of unpainted. I did have, I picked like this mixed match combo in general to kind of, I wanted to eventually paint it with like a two-tone, half rust bucket, maybe half fresh one, like a work in progress kind of beater Yoda build. So that's kind of what I was going for. But honestly, man, a lot of people, I did a little poll. A lot of people really like just that two-tone setup,
Right.
just plain right out, like two-tone, no need to paint it. Gives it kind of like a different look. That's kind of what I like about the Flub RC options. You can pick, the cab and go cab only, or pick a bed, and you got all the options to pick, the color combos that you want. But I'm definitely gonna paint it, guys. Just thought, a lot of people liked it today, so I shared, more people rather had the two-tone look than like a painted version. And what do you think about that, Mark?
But those two colors look great together.
Yeah, this is carbon color options, guys. So if you pick the carbon green with the carbon gray, that's what it'll look like, and give it paint the headlights a little bit. And coming back to the truck, Mark, I think everybody's wondering about these tires. These are
Oh, the
the
Louise.
yeah, the Luis RC guys, or the Luis Racing, Luis World, however you guys want to call them. But got the chance to test these out. These were the uphills. I was personally looking to run the other ones, Mark. Let me grab those. I think they're called the Champs. but I just could not find the third one in time. I think my son took it, and today I found it. So I literally got a hold of it somehow. But these champs are these uphills on these wheels, these generic TRX form style wheels, with currently kind of just rocking the stock foams right now. I'm working on waiting for the Flub RC slime balls to come in so I can test fit which one will work best. But right now they were killing it on the sandy rocks. Just rained like an hour or two before we were crawling and kind of cleaned off, but still wet rocks. And this little tread pattern was definitely pulling this truck up some pretty cool lines. So I'm excited. Hopefully we can all see, these tires available pretty soon. That's what I've been hearing from, Luis RC themselves. They've been saying they're coming soon to the US and just keep an eye out. They're about to be available like ASAP. Here's the other one that I got, Mark. I think this would look more appropriate on it. That swamper style.
That's definitely my style. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely throw them on these, and we'll try it again. But other than that, was crawling with the homies. Everybody so cool, especially in the area, to be able to just crawl with the friends and catch up, and a lot of good vibes for sure. And man, you got to come out one day, try and make it to the little beach side.
I got to get Proline in first before I do another trip.
Oh, let's catch up on some of the comments. We'll definitely have to get you set up for Proline, bro. Get you a spot saved and stuff. Looks like we got Mr. LGRP. Yes, sir. What's good, brother? The 4Ms kill it, black and yellow. Yeah, man, they were very surprising. They stay stable with all that extra weight, especially up front. You can definitely uh, stay planted. I've been rocking these Mias axles, Mark, for the 4M, and they've been doing pretty good. And now you guys know that the ISO
Are those
kinetic.
wider than stock?
What'd you say?
Are those wider than stock? Or are those just standard?
Oh, these axles. These are just standard.
Okay.
Yeah, these are just standard width, guys. These wheels kind of pushed out the offset a little bit, so I definitely want to try them with like some of these trio. I actually have these. I've been meaning to put them on, but you guys pick up these trio wheel inserts, these wheel rings. You can turn your favorite trio wheels into a TRX4M style wheel. So
Have you looked
you have.
lately? Are those back in stock?
I haven't looked lately, guys, but check them out if you guys have a lot of trio wheels. Just because these tires, I mean, they have that thick bead similar to the 4M. I'm sure they'll fit nicer because the compound is a little bit more softer than, say, like a J Concepts around the ring area, the bead area. So these mount fine to 24 style tires, but I think if you want the best fit,
Still out of stock,
check
I
out
see.
4M
So
compatibility style
we need
wheels
to
or whatever.
email Wendy.
Yeah, email Wendy. Tell her to get them restocked, guys.
Go, Wendy.
Um, but speaking of the Mias axles, any comments you spotted before we head on to our first topic?
I haven't seen anything about just that those are still out of stock.
Man, still out of stock, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, email Wendy, guys, for sure.
And that
Um,
people are looking for people to crawl with in their
oh yeah, shout out, guys.
areas.
Might as well shout out where you guys are from.
Yeah, you never know.
That way
Somebody in
we
here
can
might be in
all.
your area.
Yes, exactly. It's all link up, guys. So Traxxas, guys, and if you guys know what Mias is up to, they actually just released a new product. I think it was over the weekend.
Oh, Hesse.
So here's obviously the standard axles, guys. They work pretty good. What I like about them is that they have that built-in link riser in the back, so that really helps keep it driving pretty aggressive. And those new Isokinetic ones are available too, guys. It's supposed to give you about 52 degrees of steering, and it's basically +5 on both sides, so a little bit wider if you guys like that wider stance. But if you guys have been wondering what's going to happen with the four-wheel steer, because we all know like the Isokinetic axles, they are pretty heavy front and rear. So Mark, they took care of it by trying to come up with a brass front axle and then a rear aluminum axle. So the whole housing is brass on the front. Get the brass knuckles and everything, and then aluminum knuckles and aluminum housing for the rear.
Smart.
And it's supposed to give you guys a little bit of overdrive setup. Looks like 8% overdrive, guys. So if you want, you can find an underdrive set and put that in the back if you want a little bit more. But it seems like we need something like that for the SCX24, if not the nylon rear housing or nylon housing options. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say aluminum and nylon, or just nylon for the rear and no brass on the knuckles and steering,
Yeah,
one of the
that's
two.
true.
But they're
And
already doing it for that, so I don't see why they won't do that on the 24.
check it out, Mark. You already see my little stance right here on this TRX4M build. My tires, they're already kind of offered a wider stance, but these are still stock, width for the axles. So imagine an extra +5 millimeters. I myself like to keep it, as narrow as possible for the TRX4M, especially they're pretty already wide, but and I see in the comments a lot of people wish they had stock options for the isokinetic version, myself included.
Steve, not axle related, but what paint did you use to paint your turn signals on the front?
Oh, the turn signals. I
Yeah.
actually just you got to go pick up that Tamiya clear orange.
Yeah, the turn signal.
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
actually just dunked it in there, and then I
The
took it
whole
out and let
thing?
it dry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Front, so it's not just from the back.
yeah,
Nice.
it's just
Looks good.
dunked, right?
Looks
So
good.
guys, go get that, and then I didn't have my clear yellow, but I kind of wanted to do that, but I think it's fine, just like that for now. We'll see.
You need a shirt. Oh, you can't see, but you need a Sharpie. Let me know, Steve.
Oh yeah, Vic actually taught me that trick.
I got a pack for the same price as one pen.
Kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool for sure. But coming up, Tamiya smoke. Oh yeah, and a lot of guys were asking real quick about the smoke, Mark. These actually came super chrome, right? All just chrome. So I actually threw down a couple layers of Tamiya smoke to kind of darken it, more like a gunmetal. And then
Like the window tint.
yes, the window tint.
Okay.
And then I took like a tiny little Allen wrench, like a 050 Allen wrench tip, and then just dipped it in some gold, and then painted those little lug nut holes for the little accent. So
Okay.
something you guys can do if you don't like the super shiny
DIY till we die.
Yes, got to do that. But that brings us to also about so shout out to Mias Racing guys. They thinking about us for that four wheel
That's
steer
funny.
setup. Hopefully, we can see it for the SCX24 pretty soon. Um, let's hop on over to VTech actually, guys. Heads up to what VTech's been going on in his little world lately. But VTech is having still that bug build off, Mark. If you guys don't know already, that build off is going to be the deadline. We actually planned it for the last Monday, last Micro Mondays, guys, of this month. So that gives some guys still a little bit of more time to dial in, give some finishing touches if you still want, or if you haven't yet, if you want to participate, go ahead and head over to VTech and pick up a bug. Now, guys, the VTech bugs are now included with these headlight lenses. So each order now includes the headlight lenses, guys, to give you guys that extra little bit of detail in your VTech. And stay tuned, guys, because there are a couple new carbon color finishes coming soon. Hint, hint, this one right here, and possibly another one. So if you guys want to grab those, check those out because I think they might be some limited color drops. Mark, have you had? Oh, and also, guys, if you don't have an SCX24 and you have a TRX4M and you want to still participate, um, the VTech bug now is offered in the TRX4M wheelbase and size. So you guys can pick that up and definitely it's a great option, guys. Add your own bumpers and you got a C1 legal body, just like Northwest Chassis Works says. You can throw it on a chassis easily. We might, speaking of, Northwest Chassis, we'll be sharing a little bit of updates coming up soon. Mark, coming back to you, bro.
Yo,
Have you touched your bug?
I'm just reading the comments. That's all.
You're all good, brother.
Okay, so on the bug build off, guys, it's not. Let me reiterate again. We say this every week. Not just the paint and not just the body, the whole build. Details count for extra points. It's going to set you apart from everybody else. Interiors, windows, uniqueness of it, shock factor, even. I would even say would be. Who was talking shit about there's going to be the one that's going to blow our minds? Blamesy, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Blamey,
So
Blamies. Sorry, I always say that wrong. So yeah,
plenty of
and no,
time, guys.
we aren't competing either.
VTech.
Barbie bug would shock me if I saw that. And if you get a tiny little Barbie doll inside it, more points.
And if you guys see my tires on stock axles at the door, it does cover, especially over here. So if you throw a bumper, guys, on the front and rear, it is a C1 legal body. Very easy to get all the clearances you need still and, performance. So pretty cool. Shout out to VTech. Thanks for hosting the little bug build off, guys. So get to it, get busy. Um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Speaking of C1 stuff, I think we heard a sneak peek over at the Northwest Chassis Works Instagram page, guys, and over on the Facebook. We have hearings of a possible C1 in store. So if you
Oh
guys
no, he
are
confirmed it.
looking,
He made a video,
oh, it's
a
confirmed.
reel, but
Okay,
oh yeah,
maybe it's something like this right here
it
in the
was
screen.
definitely
So
hint, hint,
check
wink,
it
wink.
out, guys. You will definitely be surprised of what's coming soon. There's a little quick glimpse. C1 from Northwest Chassis Works.
Class 1 compliance.
Yes, compliant, guys.
Mm.
So all you gotta do is just mount your bumpers, how you want on custom builds. He's kind of taking it beyond the limits, guys. So high performance chassis, you still need that custom finish, guys. And I'll tell you what, it's worth it. Don't miss out. Got plenty of RS100s over there too. You guys want to go pick them up, and you guys can see right here we got pretty much a lot of Northwest Chassis Works products right here.
Vic. Vic, if I ever see you in person, I'm going to punch you for saying no cap. Not hard, but just in the arm or something. You're too old to say that shit.
It's funny.
Even Steve's too old now to say no cap.
Did I say that?
No. But remember we were joking about it?
Oh, yeah.
It was last week or the week before. Yeah.
Let's see. Should we hop to next real quick? Oh, speaking of build offs.
Hype for that class, though, yo. Or that style chassis, man. Like, you guys have been showing it off and people don't even realize it.
Right. Speaking of, though, Mark, C1 and build offs, I think it's a perfect little segue to share what we probably have planned this month. If anybody wants to start planning with us also, please do so. But we are going to be doing
the next build series. You're a fucking funny guy.
This will be a build series, guys. We're going to call it the Micro March Madness or March Micro Madness build off. And it's actually not going to be really a pure build off just yet, mainly just like prepping our builds and getting things ready, because we decided we're going to wait for a chassis to come out and get started on that. So I guess you guys already know what we're waiting for. We might as well talk about the chassis and axles that we're going to plan to run and how we set up our axles and stuff like that. So, of course, if you guys don't already know, what's that chassis going to be, Mark?
It's definitely the Northwest Chassis Works Athos Class 1 compliant. Yep. Trap's all about spilling the beans. So yeah, go ahead and show them.
Okay, here we go. You guys can see that. I guess we're just jumping straight up on in it, right?
Yep. So these builds will be based off of this with parts we're all familiar with and love. I know I myself will be using stock axles because you're going to need to have the tire, what is it, half of the tire or some shit?
Yeah.
Right?
Or popular rules that we are going to be following mostly at the door, the widest part of the door. So this would kind of be the widest part of the door, essentially. It must cover at least half, a little bit of the inside of both tire marks, guys. So if we look at the clearance, it's actually more than plenty on both sides. So, with that being said, here, guys, is a quick glimpse.
Kind of cheater for that class to me, but whatever. I didn't make the rules.
Yeah, right. It's definitely cheater style, but we didn't make the rules like Mark said. But gotta go by the rules, right? So here we got
gray areas, right?
Yes, gray areas, guys. Here we go. Here is a first version of the Northwest Chassis Works C1 prototype right here, guys. So don't get too excited, but this is C1. As you can tell, this is a 0-degree skid, guys, not an angled skid. That way you guys can be legal within the class, as you are required to have a 0-degree skid. Pair it up, guys, with some RC Steve 710 links, and you can get a high performance, high clearance setup with the front and rear outboards, better link geometry, and this is just an earlier version, guys. We actually have elevated sliders right here. That way, to keep the belly really tucked up high and keep those clearances high. Nice boat side. It's really not going to catch you guys on the rocks. The tiny belly is definitely important, guys, as you want pretty much as much breakover as you can get. If you guys see it seen here, there's tons of breakover, almost like a regular C2 Athos, and everything you know and come to love about the Athos, pretty much with the geometry. There's going to be a few adjustments for the links, easy outboard compatibility, and actually I have the other version here, a little different setup. Should we share the other setup or what? I don't know.
Wait, what? You got two setups?
I do have two setups, man. It's actually going to be the next game changer, guys. If you guys want to go all the way. So here we go. Now, since this is a prototype, guys, it was tested hard, but here we go. We got a special setup right here, guys. I'll give you a sneak peek. Here you can see a DWS skid on a C1, and if you guys notice, yes, the transmission is pitched at an angle, guys. So special Athos C1 DWS skid will be available possibly along with the release or in a future drop, guys. That will get you maximum breakover clearance, you know, kind of giving you more drive shaft tuck up higher. So there you go, guys. Nice and easy setups. It's going to be fun. Ultimate performance, guys.
You destroyed that one.
I was having fun for sure, testing it hard, but there you guys go. I wasn't
definitely let
expected
everybody
to.
know that's a 3D printed test version prototype.
Yeah.
It's not the final product. The final product is going to be carbon fiber.
So
and sexy.
There's going to be possibly a small batch, guys. The first drop, and maybe a little bit more. So
Yeah.
if you guys want one, guys, that's all I'm going to say. Don't miss out. Follow Northwest Chassis Works for more details on upcoming availability and the release. Yes. Appreciate you, brothers. You guys got that first glimpse.
Here you go. For those asking that don't already know, right there. Steve, you can't see it, but I'm showing my cow RC mat with the Northwest Chassis Works. There you go.
Snap. Yeah, limited stuff, guys. So Northwest Chassis Works, we always get a little goodies here and there. So can't wait for sure, guys, till you guys check that out in person. Northwest Chassis Works. Yes, correct. And let's see. Now that we got that out of the way, that was dope. Let's go ahead and hang out for a little bit, guys. We got our homie Milk TRC that we are going to ask him a few questions. If you guys don't know who Milk TRC is, guys, definitely check him out. He's been coming out with some crazy builds. You might have seen him with a few little guy racing part setups. he's got recently a Gila Monster build going on from DBRC Chassis Works. He is a team driver for both of those guys, and he also has a pretty cool like little indoor rock crawling setup that he's been kind of sharing as well from another company. So let's go ahead and send him an invite and check out what my man's been up to. While I send him the invite, catch up on a couple one of these.
Yo,
Oh,
There we
snap.
go.
There you go.
What's up,
What is
brother?
yes,
up, my man?
Yeah,
Hey,
you got yeah. Drink on the VTEX. Nice.
there you go.
Love it.
Welcome, my friend, to Micro Mondays. We're glad to have you on the show. I'm sure a lot of people are as well.
yeah,
Like I said, we can. If you guys don't know who Milk Tea is, would you mind sharing, a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, and kind of what got you started into the whole micro scene, if you will?
yeah. So I'm from Moore Park, California. Simi Valley is kind of the closest area, I would say.
Oh, okay.
So Simi Valley, Calabasas. I'm close to Marty's Hobbies. If you guys have ever been out there, um, what got me started into the micros is actually this little guy right here. It's a Kyosho Mini Z. Got it in 2019, and so I've been kind of tinkering it, and then during the pandemic, you know, you know, um, everyone's like social distancing, and so like kind of fell out of it for a little bit, and then my friends invited me to a camping trip a year ago, and they all had like 4Ms, they had some SEX 24s, and they let me play with it while we were camping, and I'm like, oh man, this is like I want to get this thing going again. So I started modding this, and so this one has like all the Fury tech, like electronics. It has the brushless motor. It's got like these. Let me put this down. It's got these WT micro made some 3D printed wheels for me, which were based off my real truck.
That's
Oh
sick.
yeah.
And then I'm a big fan of Front Runner, and so I found that this Appio came with a front runner rack.
Mm.
It's fully licensed, and it says like front runner right here. You could kind of see it, but it's like laser etched. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of front runner, so I couldn't find just the rack, and then I ended up getting the whole car and building this one. Again,
Wow.
WT Micro also 3D printed these for me as well. I'm a big
So
fan of these.
that's a Kyosho based rig too.
Yeah, both of them are
Cool.
cute.
Man, you don't see those. That's cool.
Yeah, no, not a lot of people. I mean, they're not even. This one's completely stock. This one's fully modified, and granted, this one's a lot faster. Um, but they both crawl the same. The weakest point is the CV and the turning
Yeah.
radius, and like
Yeah.
you could see, like the servo and that servo arm is just like the weak point on that.
Right.
Um, but yeah, what really got me into the 24s is honestly was Little Guy Racing. They they're they're in Simi Valley, so they're like 10 minutes from my house. So um, being that they're so close and so local, I reached out to them and I wanted to build a mini version of my truck, my wife's truck actually, which is this one. I'm actually in the process of making my own front runner racks. So
Oh,
just
nice.
kind of prototyping that. There's like there's a bed rack and then or bed rack and then a cab rack. And then it's like the same profile as the legit license one.
Okay.
So working on that, but like yeah, this one has like the same wheels, has the same graphics on the side. I have the paint color match by a company called Splash Paints. So that I give them a
Flash, nice.
vehicle code number, and then they'll send me the right color. So yeah, so I started with this one, and then it kind of grew to this red one.
Yo, Bernie,
Yep,
hold up one sec real quick. What's your wife's 1-to-1 truck?
it's a 2016 Toyota Tacoma,
Okay,
and it has its own Instagram. It's called Milk Tacoma, hence
cool.
Milk
And
TRC.
it's an extra cab, not a 4-door, like you see
Uh,
most of them.
it's a it's a 4-door, not an
Oh,
extra
it
cab.
is. Oh, okay. So the mini's not quite the same,
No,
but close enough.
no,
Close enough though.
it's close enough. I
Cool.
actually have trying to find it, but I found I found a toy for like $10 somewhere, and it was a hard plastic um, of a third gen Tacoma, which was pretty cool. I just can't find it, and but yeah,
No worries.
yeah, like here, let me. My place is a mess. Like I got a lot. I actually started with a 10 scale, and then this is spare time hobbies set up with the Scorcher body. I'm
No.
big into Volkswagen. Um, but yeah,
Okay.
I have cars all over. Here, I'll show you my 101.
Oh damn, your garage is no joke. Jeez,
Yeah, that's my
that's
101.
bigger than most people's houses in Southern California.
Oh yeah, like I
It's probably
have
bigger than Steve's
I got
house.
yeah all. But these are like my 10 scales.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So this one's a Capra with a spare times hobby chassis. This is a Element builder's kit that I had a buddy do all the fab work on the cage.
Damn.
My daughters. This was a deadbolt where I kind of modified and ended up being another deadbolt. But yeah, it just kind of blows up. And then here's that car right there is this car now.
Oh damn.
So it's lifted, big old tires. It's wide body.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Were
but
those
yeah,
rally spec tires on that thing?
they're actually like commercial tires that Toyo has.
Oh okay.
They're 28 inch tires on a 15-inch wheel. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's got a
Okay.
front runner roof rack too.
I definitely like that you try and replicate some of the
Yeah,
builds
that's
from the
cool.
cars that you have for sure.
Like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's like the most rewarding part is like trying to get something that you really want in real life and have it like a handheld.
Yeah, I dig that. We've seen on your profile too that you've also been pretty active in trying out some new stuff that I see that you have a nice convenient indoor like little crawler course. Any chance you
Cool.
have that you want to share
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is and how people can get a hold of that one of those setups if they want?
yeah, for sure. It's Terra Terrain or Terra Tech RC .com. This one is the Badlands Canyon course. It's made of 100% foam. From what I could tell, is they probably put it in a mold and then they just kind of put foam in it. But the entire construction is super light. Um, it's highly detailed, and I think they like dye the foam to get like that cool color, like almost like rock. Um, I actually want to modify it a little bit more and add like some dirt spots and some rocks and some some greenery in that area. So I'm gonna
Right.
do
That's a good
it.
starting point,
Oh,
though, huh?
oh, totally. A lot of the guys at the event yesterday were I think they were enjoying it.
It looked like it in your video.
Yeah, yeah. But if anyone's interested, I do have a 15% promo code. It's pretty easy. It's MeltT15 on terraintechrc.com.
Nice. There you go.
So
And then also, I don't know, I see that orange bug. Are you allowed to share that one?
yeah, I could definitely share. I just can't say I can break down all the parts that's on.
Oh yeah, of course. That one was your latest Gila Monster chassis that you did with the bulky racing bug body
Yeah,
that normally you can get as a combo for that bugging out kit, huh? And that I think, first of all, that paint job is just badass.
Right.
So pretty
Yeah.
much you always go by like the splash paints that you have.
yeah,
That's how you use like airbrush, pretty much.
yeah. This is actually my airbrush setup right here. Um, I built it from scratch with like foam, like poster board instead of wood, and then all Amazon. I actually made a little wish list if anyone is interested in building one themselves. But it has like it's temperature controlled. You can adjust the fan. There's a compressor. It's an old used unit, but there's a hose that goes all the way back there to the edge of the garage. So when I start spraying, it'll go through these two chambers, and then there's pipes. Here, let me see if you can see it. You can see it pipes up and kind of routes around and goes to the fan unit, and then out through the ducting. And there's like a carbon filter back
That's
there too.
wild, man. No wonder you can get those paint jobs done so quick
Oh,
with like the funky weather and stuff like that.
yeah, oh yeah, but yeah. This is my box of splash paints. This one right here is the VTEC body. I'm gonna paint it. I don't know if you can see it. Pink pig. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Porsche race cars from the
Oh,
90s,
yeah. I am, for sure.
but that's gonna be the theme for that. Um,
Okay.
I got an interior ready for it and like a roll cage and some other stuff.
Cool. Y'all better be ready because dude is going to bring the heat.
Yeah, one thing I like about Milk Tea is that he pretty much puts passion, heart, and soul into each build.
Right.
And, if he's really focused on that build, he's going to just keep going more and more and more. And so that VTEC body definitely put a lot of little prep work in, and it came out super, super smooth, guys.
Oh,
So we can't wait to see the whole. Usually, kind of sets them up with like combos in a sense, like the whole VTEC Bug, VTEC ESC,
yes,
the
sir.
Athos, RC Steve, everything like kind of just the way it's meant to be. And so that's what I appreciate about seeing some of your builds. Everything's just right on point, and
Thank
it's
you.
cool to look at and see everybody's own twist on their builds
Yeah,
for sure.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I even like I shaved the body line, and then even shave all the vent holes on this, so it's all smooth. Yeah, I kind of geeked out on this one. But yeah, yeah. Speaking of the other bug, this is the DBRC TRX4 chassis, their bug out kit or bugging out kit, and it has majority of the little guy racing stuff. So it got the shocks, got their transmission, it's got their skid. Steve hooked me up with some links. Thank you, RC Steve.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and then it has these OGRC um, brass wheels and
I'm not
some.
sure I've seen those. Those are cool.
Yeah, I was gonna mean to say when I saw it, I did
They,
not. Those look sick.
those are different. I like that.
Yeah, and they're super clean. I mean, my idea was to take it to like K-Tech, RC, have them remove all the laser etching, and then re re-anodize it and then laser etch like a different wheel design on it.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna geek out, but yeah, this thing is dope. Like it has a 3D printed cage. The cage is built into the sliders. It's very similar to the flub magnet sliders.
Yeah, I definitely like that feature of the updated cage setup because he did have it a little differently, but now this is actually removes if you didn't want the like RC body pins sticking out, it's a cleaner setup for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just mount it to the sides. So I haven't done that yet, but yeah, I trimmed the body like freaking perfect. Like it, if it touches, touch it just like a millimeter, which I doubt it'll ever like exceed and push it out at that point.
I can definitely appreciate that because I think people over trim bodies these days. Like
Yeah.
a lot. Like a lot. Like it doesn't even look like a vehicle anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll just let it rub. I mean, it's not going to be all the time like this
For
one.
all my bodies on every single RC I have its tire rub on it somewhere or another.
Yeah,
Does
this
it affect performance?
no. I mean, it could hang you up when you're in a difficult situation, but kind of learn to adapt.
OCRC, yeah, brother. Yo, the mini. Keep going to your right.
Right.
No, you're my right, I guess. That, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes. No, up.
This.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is my 101 of my car. So I enjoy the Tacoma so much that I bought a Lexus where a lot of the parts would interchange. So like the wheels, the brakes, the front suspension is all the
Tiny
same
truck. Oh, shoot.
on the real truck, on my real truck. And so I found this thing is actually a Bluetooth speaker. So you could, I shaved the crap out of this. But you could see that's where the speaker grill was. And then I shaved it on the top of the roof. And I even shaved the indentation in the back. There used to be an indentation here. And yeah, and I painted it the same color as my car. That's the
That thing is sick, dude. That caught my
Crazy.
attention right away.
yeah. Believe it or not, my car is wrapped in this color, and I took it to a body shop and they color matched it. So now I have an actual like vehicle paint code that I could order. So whenever I'm done with the wrap, I could just paint it the exact color.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
So you actually painted your micro to match your 1-to-1 that's wrapped, and now you can actually match your 1-to-1 to your micro. That's
exactly.
fucking cool. That's wow. That's backwards, but that's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Love it.
But
Yo, Milk
yeah,
Tea, any cool I know you wanted also to hop on too and share with the viewers
Right.
a cool event that you have going on nearby you that I think maybe you started or you're kind of just helping promote.
I'm helping them promote. I'm actually as of
Homie's in here too.
after Monday of last week, um, I actually am a factory driver for Little Guy Racing. So I have a promo code. If anyone needs a promo code, I got 10% off at Little Guy Racing now for anyone to use. But yeah, I'm helping them out. There's a crawl session Saturday in Simi Valley. It like starts at around 4 p.m. If anyone can make it out. It's not that far. It's off the 101 free or 118 freeway. So this is 118 freeway, and it's very close to like San Fernando Valley. So if you're from San Fernando Valley, Burbank, Pomona, um, even Palmdale, you can make it out. It's not
Oh,
that far of a
nice.
drive for
And
anyone.
this is like a night crawl, right? Where
Yeah, time does the sun go down? I don't know, 5.
five, maybe six,
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, it's gonna be nice. Like here's some. I have some photos here I could share with you guys. Where's my photos? I have some photos. The place is pretty rad. It's super rocky. If I could bend this a little bit. But yeah, there's a little trail. You park in the neighborhood, and then once you parking's kind of weird. But once you get in, you kind of go down a hill and you walk down this little trail, and there's like tons of huge rocks. These are mainly 10 scale that I'm showing you. But like there's some really epic locations for places that are for the like tiny crawlers. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, it
you
looks super fun.
yeah, just make sure like there's no restrooms. Just FYI, bring some water, obviously, and whatever you pack in, make sure you pack out so don't leave your trash or anything. Um, but yeah,
Definitely.
no, the one thing I did find out, and I didn't know the last time I went, was that little guy racing, they like to hide parts at at the course.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was a pretty cool like little hint. And from what I hear, like there was a pair of axles laying on the ground, like good parts, not like not small parts. I mean, just letting you guys know. So if you're
And
ever,
he's like, hint, hint, wink, wink.
yeah,
Don't miss out. Make sure you guys
That's
kind
funny.
of swing on by. Go pick up a plane ticket, man, because you never know. It's always fun crawling with the LGRP guys, and especially the RC community out here in the SoCal area. If you ever guys do see a future little guy racing post it up. Definitely try and put that on the calendar, guys, because it's a great way to meet people and get involved with the RC community. And just like Milk Tea, maybe possibly kind of hinted, you never know, but might be some goodies out there on the trails that you could probably stumble upon. Some maybe, who knows, new stuff. I don't know. But either way, everything is pretty sweet from Little Guy Racing Parts, guys. So it is this Saturday. What time again, Bernie?
it's at 4 o'clock.
4 p.m., guys. So you guys have plenty of time to take care of your errands and grab a bite to eat, get some food in your system, and head out
Oh,
for an evening crawl with the guys.
one thing I'd like to add: if anyone wants to get early, I live about 10 minutes more west from this crawling spot. So if you guys want to like come over to my place, hang out, shoot the shit before we all drive out to the crawling event, you guys are all more than welcome. Just send me a DM.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
Sounds super welcoming and very kind of you, bro.
Oh,
So that's what we like to hear for anybody thinking about attending a future event. Yeah, man, definitely. We appreciate you, brother, for sharing all your sweet builds, and congrats again on the team driver position on LGRP. We hope you definitely get some little code uses tonight. What is the code again for anybody who missed it and want to save 10%?
It's Milk Tea 10. So MILKTEA 10. So like the drink, milk tea.
There you guys go. Milk Tea 10, guys. And any last things you want to shout out, Mark or Bernie,
well,
to the
I
viewers that
I
are
already
chilling with
used
us?
his code a couple days ago.
Oh, you got some.
Oh, yeah. I got another set of black labels coming.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys hit me up, I have my own candy too. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's fucked up. Do you want a boba shop?
Wait, I got some boba drinks.
That's funny.
Oh, you're gonna have to bring me one next time.
Yeah.
I'll bring these in my pocket, but I I want to make these look like my logo on Instagram with the glasses and smiley face and everything.
Dude, that's funny. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Good time for sure. Oh yeah. I wish I could make it, but I live a little too far.
well,
Hey, well, appreciate you guys. Bernie, just want to say mad shout out. Thank you. It
Right?
seems like you're definitely helping grow the RC community out here in SoCal. So definitely keep it up, brother. And um, I'll hope to make it out this coming weekend for the LGRP night crawl on meetup. So,
awesome, cool. Well, thanks for having me, guys. It was a lot
Dude,
of
oh yeah.
of course, yes.
Good time.
We'll catch you on the next one. We'll catch up with you, see what you're up to, and we're actually probably going to just close it off with you, if that's cool with you, brother.
Yeah, it's
So if
good.
you want to hang out with us,
OCCRC says he'll be at your house.
all right. Sounds good, man.
there you guys go.
Hell yeah. All right, cool.
Tiny,
So,
tiny
guys,
trucks might be there too.
Hell yeah.
that's cool. That's what we like to hear, man. Want to see a lot of guys, familiar names and faces popping up. Looks like you're going to have to open up that garage.
I know, right?
So, we had a cool show, guys. Tons of cool things to hear and look at. If you have good eyes, or if you want to watch a recap, it's definitely recommended you take a good look and rewatch this, guys, because there's a lot of stuff that we just showed that you don't want to miss. Mias Axles, guys. Uh, the VTech bug build off. Oh, just quickly, guys, there is a hashtag that we want to use.
Yes.
So if you guys have a hashtag, if you have your truck ready, we're gonna do, the
It's
best
not even
photo.
ready. Not even ready. If you want to sneak peek it and show build progress, let's see how you got from point A to Z.
There you go. But we're gonna basically be looking for like the best kind of photo too. So best, bug turnout. Use the hashtag VTech Bug Build Off, guys. I'll put it in the description in the reload or the recap. So if you guys want to check that out on Instagram, click that hashtag and let's start seeing some cool bugs. Milk Tea, again, bro. We can't wait to see what you got, as always, planned up for the next build. And as super cool, thank you for sharing with us your little behind the scenes madness, as we all call it. And we'll catch you definitely for sure again
Awesome.
pretty soon.
Sounds good, guys. All right. Have a
Okay,
good night.
bro. Thank you,
You
Bernie.
too.
Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
Steve, good
Everybody have a
night.
great one. Yes, sir. Peace.
Everybody in the chat, thank you as always.